Hi everyone. This week at youth group we played a really awesome game called Which is Worse? Basically you have to choose between two scenarios and decide which one is worse. Want to play? Write in the comments down below which one you think is worse. Alright, cereal without milk or pancakes without syrup? Which is worse? Personally, I think pancakes without syrup is worse because who wants dry pancakes? Okay, what about this? A hot dog with no toppings or chicken nuggets with no dipping sauce? Which is worse? I don't know about you, but I can't eat a hot dog without toppings. No way. All right, here's our last one. Cold hot chocolate or warm chocolate milk? Which is worse? I don't know, those both sound pretty horrible to me. Thanks for playing along. So for the past few weeks at youth group, we've been talking about friendships. We've been talking about how the best friendships are friendships that feel like lifelines. They're relationships that we can hang on to, count on, and trust. Remember last week when we talked about Mary and Martha? I'll give you a little recap. Mary and Martha were sisters, and Jesus was traveling through their village, and so Martha opened up her house to Jesus. But the pressure of Jesus coming over must have gone to Martha's head, because when Jesus entered the house, she got distracted. Martha was so busy trying to make everything perfect for Jesus' visit that she wouldn't sit down and just listen to Jesus like her sister Mary was. She went on a house cleaning and food preparation spree instead. And then Martha got really frustrated. Martha says to Jesus, "Don't you care that my sister is leaving me to do all of this housework by myself?" And Jesus calls Martha out and tells Martha that she's focusing on the wrong thing. While she's worried about cleaning the house, she's missing out on an opportunity to sit and have a conversation with Jesus. Now, a conversation like that is never easy. I imagine it must have felt a little bit embarrassing for Martha and those that heard it. But Jesus wasn't harsh or impatient or rude. Jesus simply helped Martha see something that she hadn't seen before. He gave her a chance to choose a different way. When Martha was drifting or distracted and drowning in her own self-imposed responsibilities, Jesus threw her a lifeline and helped her see something she had never seen before. And he gave her a chance to grow. This was a vulnerable moment. Jesus didn't condemn or shame Martha, but he didn't ignore the moment either. Jesus saw the thing that Martha couldn't see in herself, and then he invited her to make a change. Jesus does the same thing for us, and he invites us to do the same thing for each other. I'm going to read to you a scripture from Ephesians chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Be imitators of Christ, therefore as dearly loved children, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. We are called to be imitators of God. Now, does that mean that Jesus wants us to skip out on our chores for the rest of our lives? That's probably not the lesson here, no. But if we're supposed to be imitators of God, then it's important to look closely at Jesus' example to see how we can be more like him in every area of our lives, including our friendships. Just like Jesus gave Martha a chance to change and grow, we can imitate God in our friendships and build friendships that help us grow. Godly friendships give you the opportunity to see things that you can't see in yourself. And then they challenge you to keep growing alongside people who love you and are cheering for you. When you aren't sure how to be a good friend or how to be a lifeline to a friend in your life, you can imitate Jesus. You can copy the words and actions of Jesus. Just like Jesus was a lifeline to Martha when she couldn't see things for herself, you can be a lifeline to your friends too.